It was a seemingly ordinary night in Kansas City, Missouri, on October 3, 2011. Families across the city were settling in for the evening, unaware of the tragedy that was about to unfold. In a small home on North Lister Avenue, 10-month-old Lisa Irwin was being put to bed by her mother, Deborah Bradley. Little did anyone know that this would be the last time Lisa was seen. The quiet of the night was soon shattered when Lisa's father, Jeremy Irwin, arrived home from work around 4 a.m. to find his daughter missing from her crib. The front door was unlocked, and 3 cell phones were gone. Panic and confusion seized the young parents as they frantically searched for their baby girl. The nightmare that no parent should ever experience had become their reality. As the sun rose on October 4, 2011, the Irwin home became a whirlwind of activity. Police descended upon the scene, neighbors gathered in disbelief, and a frantic search for baby Lisa began. Deborah Bradley told authorities she had last seen Lisa around 6:40 p.m. the previous evening when she put her to bed. Jeremy Irwin, returning from a late work shift, discovered Lisa missing and immediately called 911. The initial investigation revealed inconsistencies in the parents' accounts of the night, raising suspicions and fueling speculation. The lack of forced entry, the missing cell phones, and conflicting timelines became central to the case, leaving investigators with more questions than answers. The disappearance of baby Lisa sent shockwaves through Kansas City and beyond. As days turned into weeks, the mystery deepened and theories surrounding Lisa's whereabouts abounded. Law enforcement meticulously investigated every lead, pursuing the possibility of an abduction, parental involvement, or even a tragic accident. Some witnesses reported seeing a suspicious man carrying a baby around the time of Lisa's disappearance, while others questioned the parents' actions and changing narratives. The investigation took many twists and turns, with cadaver dogs brought in to search the property and polygraph tests administered. Despite the tireless efforts, the truth remained elusive, leaving Lisa's fate uncertain. Despite the passage of time, the search for Lisa Irwin has never stopped. Law enforcement remains committed to finding answers, with the case periodically revisited and new leads explored. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children has been instrumental in keeping Lisa's story alive. They have worked closely with investigators, providing resources and expertise to aid in the search. Age-progressed photos of Lisa have been released over the years, offering a glimpse into what she might look like today. The hope is that someone, somewhere, might recognize her and come forward with information that could finally bring her home. Section 5: The Power of Awareness, Keeping Hope Alive. In missing person cases like Lisa's, public awareness is not just important, it's crucial. The more people who know Lisa's story, the greater the chance that someone holds the missing piece of the puzzle that could lead to her whereabouts. Every flyer shared, every social media post, every conversation keeps her memory alive and increases the possibility of a break in the case. The power of the public's collective eyes and ears cannot be underestimated. We've seen time and time again the impact of community involvement in bringing missing children home. Even the smallest detail, something seemingly insignificant, could be the key to unlocking the truth and reuniting Lisa with her family. Section 6: Every tip counts. The public's role in finding Lisa. While the investigation remains ongoing, law enforcement cannot do it alone. They rely heavily on the public to be their eyes and ears. Every tip, no matter how small or insignificant it may seem, could be the missing link. Perhaps you remember seeing something unusual around the time Lisa disappeared, or maybe you've heard a rumor or a story that just doesn't sit right. Don't dismiss your instincts or hesitate to come forward. Contact your local law enforcement agency or the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. They have dedicated tip lines where you can share information anonymously. Your call, your tip, could be the one that finally brings Lisa home. Section 7: Technology and Hope Tools for Finding Missing Children. In the years since Lisa's disappearance, technology has advanced significantly, offering new tools and resources in the fight to find missing children. Social media platforms have become powerful tools for sharing information and raising awareness. Age progression technology, like that used to create updated images of Lisa, provides a vital glimpse into what a missing child might look like today. DNA technology continues to advance, offering hope that even the smallest piece of evidence could lead to identification and answers. Law enforcement agencies and organizations like NCMEC are constantly evolving their strategies, utilizing cutting-edge technology to maximize their efforts and bring hope to families desperately searching for their loved ones. Section 8. Lisa's story. A reminder for vigilance and action. The disappearance of Lisa Irwin serves as a stark reminder of the importance of vigilance and community action. It highlights the vulnerability of children and the need for proactive measures to keep them safe. Talk to your children about stranger danger, be aware of your surroundings, and report any suspicious activity to the authorities. Lisa's story is a tragic reminder that these cases can happen anywhere, to anyone. But it's also a testament to the unwavering love of a family who refuses to give up hope and a community determined to bring their little girl home. Section 9. Join the search, bringing Lisa home. Today, we ask you to join the search for Lisa Irwin. Share her story, her photo, and her information on social media. Talk to your friends, your family, and your neighbors. Even the smallest action can make a world of difference. Someone out there knows something. Let's work together to bring Lisa home.
Hey, man, but they won't know. Daughter was missing. He's not sure how long she's been gone, and the screen was busted. And he didn't witness anything.
Another patrol car showed up to help search, even using a spotlight to brighten darkened areas there. Lisa Irwin was reported missing October 4th at 4 in the morning. Police have followed up on hundreds of leads, none of which have panned out. Lisa Irwin was 10 months old when she disappeared, 14 months old today.
Lisa Irwin was last seen. Beth, what can you tell us?
Elizabeth, Lisa Irwin was put to bed last night at 10:30 in her home right behind me. She was wearing a purple outfit with little white kittens on it. She's just 10 months old. Well, when her father returned home from work this morning at about 4 o'clock, she was nowhere to be found. Neighbors couldn't believe their ears.
Kind of numbing.
A child missing, their homes searched by FBI agents.
My husband said they're FBI, and I thought he was kidding. I thought it was some kind of inspection or something. I go, what's going on here? And then they said it was a baby, and I just about fainted.
Detectives searched nearby apartments and even dumpsters, taking away these paper bags of possible evidence. Police tell us 10-month-old Lisa Irwin was abducted between 10:30 last night and 4 this morning. One man in the neighborhood saw a suspicious person walking with a baby at midnight. His wife detailed the scenario.
He was carrying a baby and he kind of was pushing it against his chest. And my husband kept looking at him, and then the gentleman just kind of kept walking.
Now this mother regrets not acting sooner.
He wanted me to call the cops, and I hate that I didn't call him last night, but I didn't think anything of it, just seeing somebody walking, and now I wish I would have.
They reported the sighting to police this morning as neighbors woke up to police lights in their streets and helicopter sounds in the sky.
These things seem to be happening a lot more often. You hear it on the news. We have the Amber Alert program. In the 50s, we never had Amber Alert.
Shocked and saddened, this kidnapping happened just around the corner.
And I hope they find that baby alive.
Police say he is not a suspect in baby Lisa's disappearance. However, you have some absolutely extraordinary information about what happened that night, the night the child disappeared, and what you saw. Tell us.
Well, Jersey did handyman work for our next-door neighbor that lived obviously next door to us, and he was around a lot, and we got to know him as an acquaintance, and he, talked to us on many occasions, and our neighbor told us that the night that baby went missing, the man who was seen coming up the street came and went on our property and through our next-door neighbor's gate and up, we're going up towards, there's a hill that goes up towards some townhomes that are behind us.
Now, what do you know about Jersey? What are your thoughts about him? I understand that he is behind bars on a burglary charge of some sort. But again, he's not considered a suspect in this case. But do you have any thoughts about him, his character, his personality?
Well, he definitely was suspicious and kind of shady, I would say. He kind of just comes out of nowhere. He never is specific on where.
Police say he is not a suspect in baby Lisa's disappearance. However, you have some absolutely extraordinary information about what happened that night, the night the child disappeared, and what you saw. Tell us.
Well, Jersey did handyman work for our next-door neighbor that lived, obviously next door to us, and he was around a lot, and we got to know him as an acquaintance, and he, talked to us on many occasions, and our neighbor told us that the night that baby went missing, the man who was seen coming up the street came and went on our property and through our next-door neighbor's gate.
Never mind all our worries. If you do it, maybe
We've been listening to what he had to say overnight, and we're joined live this morning by KNBC 9's Brenda Washington now. And Brenda, we understand that Kansas City police have also interviewed this man as well.
That's right. Mike Thompson says he's spoken to police at least once about what he saw on the night that he was heading home on his motorcycle. He says he waited about a week after baby Lisa's disappearance to call police because he said he didn't make the immediate connection between what he saw and baby Lisa's disappearance. Around 4 a.m., he sees a man walking down the street with a baby. The baby, he says, had on a diaper. The man a short-sleeved shirt. Neither dressed for the cold night. Well, Mike Thompson, who again was heading home on his motorcycle near Randolph and Northeast 48th, describes what caught his attention.
Well, 4 o'clock in the morning, 45 degrees, the baby don't have a blanket, a coat, or nothing, and this guy's walking down the street. I thought it was kind of weird.
Now, Thompson claims that the baby that he got a glimpse of, he believes resembled baby Lisa, and he says he would recognize the man again if he saw him. Now, you can hear more of his exclusive interview with ABC's Good Morning America.
Take a close look at the top left corner. You'll see a man dressed in white leaving a wooded area 2:30 in the morning the night Lisa disappeared. Witnesses say they saw a man carrying a baby that night, and you really can't tell in this video if he's carrying anything or not. Now, we asked the family's attorney about this video and about the police search of the family home.
It really breaks your heart that we have been looking the wrong direction. And as a result of that, we might not get the happy ending that we want.
It's not the left versus the right, it's what is wrong and what is right. We've got to stand up and fight for our children. The world is paying to be blind.
We say he is not a suspect in baby Lisa's disappearance. However, you have some absolutely extraordinary information about what happened that night, the night the child disappeared, and what you saw. Tell us.
Well, Jersey did handyman work for our next-door neighbor that lived, obviously next door to us, and he was around a lot, and we got to know him as an acquaintance, and he, talked to us on many occasions, and our neighbor told us that the night that baby went missing, the man who was seen coming up the street came and went on our property and through our next-door neighbor's gate and up, we're going up towards, there's a hill that goes up towards some townhomes that are behind us.
Now, what do you know about Jersey? What are your thoughts about him? I understand that he is behind bars on a burglary charge of some sort. But again, he's not considered a suspect in this case, but do you have any thoughts about him, his character, his personality?
Well, he definitely was suspicious and kind of shady, I would say. He kind of just comes out of nowhere. He never is specific on...
The first question that I need to ask you this morning, okay, is what involvement did you have in the disappearance of Lisa?
None. The only thing I did wrong was drink that night and possibly not be alert, not here. I'm sorry.
In that answer, what did you hear?
We didn't see those deceptive indicators. She answered the question directly.